Hi everyone, welcome to World of Clan Wars with Stewie JP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is my old mates from Banff Clan. Banff Clan Tier 8 Clan Wars 8, 10 versus 10 on Tundra, and they're up against Havoc. Havoc, they've got a pretty good presence on the Tier 8 Clan map. Let's see how they can go. I was lucky enough to meet a few of these blokes just a couple of weeks ago. Not for the first time for some, but first time for one or two. And it's an absolute pleasure to have a few beers with the boys from Bants down in sunny Melbourne on a very hot day where, geez, I'll tell you what, it ended up getting a little bit messy. But we all got there. Never mind. More about that later. Let's have a look at this. Banff versus Havoc on Tundra. You can see what they're bringing. It's defenders all the way. This is that good or is it bad? Defenders in Clan Wars. There's hundreds of the bloody things. 5 defenders, 3 IS3s, a VK100, and my old mate Mongolian Tadpole Racer in the WZ132. You can see they've spotted a Patriot, and looks like WZ's going the other side of the map just to have a bit of a look around. The VK100 01P, not sure what he's doing. If he's going to guard the bridge, maybe once a few more enemy tanks are spotted, maybe that VK is going to cross that bridge and try and get into some flanking things. You can see the 3 IS3s running around the Eastern Hill on Tundra as the defenders have a good old-fashioned fight up there in the top. Only 6 tanks spotted though. The score's 1-1 as a Pershing on the enemy team gets taken out. They're going for a lot of American tanks. Pershing, Carnarvon, a couple of Patriots, a couple of T-32s from Havoc Clan. And here we go. I think we're about to see some IS-3s do some brilliant flanking manoeuvres. Now, they haven't yet been spotted until they come around here. Let's see if they can focus fire, put a shot into the back of the Carnarvon. That's probably the one I'll be going for first. You're going to penetrate every single shot. T-175's on low health. He goes down. The T-32 looks like he's going to be the next target of Monash SQ's point of view in the IS-3. It's a good old-fashioned shootout over here on the hill. The VK100 01P starting to move now. That's pretty much the whole enemy team spotted. Looks like they've gone for all heavy tanks. The IS-3s on Havoc's team looks like they're coming in to try and help on the hill, but it's going to be too little too late. These IS-3s really should have moved as soon as Banff's IS-3s came around this corner, and I reckon Havoc will certainly learn from that. Monash cops his first damaging shot from the enemy IS-3. There's the Lorraine, the WZ132, the Mongolian Tadpole Racer. He'll be saying, you know what, light tanks are like when they see an artillery. They'll be saying, mine, I've got that. Hold my beer, I've got it. He does get it to the T25. What? Yeah, did he be still alive for so long? Reaper Wars picks up that kill. 7-1's the score. Monash nearly puts... That's alright. I thought he was going to shoot his old mate Captain Nemo over there in a defender. As we watch on Tundra as Banff totally cleaning up Havoc. This is only going to go for a few, I would say less than a minute to go. With the score at 8-2, it's time to clean up these enemy tanks, lock a few of their tanks, and I guess that's what Banff are looking at doing with their defenders, the IS-3s, the VK100-01, and of course that the little Chinese, the WZ. It's you see more and more of that now with the light tank changes in Tier 8 Clan Wars. You see more Chinese light tanks. Monash hoping to pick up the last kill. Will he do it? Yes, he does. And that was short, sweet, overpowering, and a good example of focused firing. Even though, like, the score was 10-2, it was definitely a walkover for the guys from Banff Clan against Havoc. But it was certainly a walkover. But you got to bear in mind, their VK was out of the game most of the, and that was their strategy. The VK was out of the game for a lot of that, and the result shows that his job was to guard that bridge and probably go for cap pressure if that's what it came down to. You know, it's not a very big map, Tundra, and the big, slow, lumbering old VK would certainly be able to get to the cap, put some cap pressure on. Excellent focus fire, I reckon I saw pretty there. Good job by the 252s, and that's why you see a lot of them in Clan Wars. 3,500 to Lockie the Lost. Phil Harmonic, one of the funniest blokes you'll ever hope to meet in your life, doing his job there with 2k. Monash having 2k as well. Viper Mackay nearly 2k. In those Russian tanks, they certainly do dominate Tier 8 Clan Wars. Let's see what happens with patch 1.0 just around the corner. In fact, of course, it's already popped. I'm recording this on the second day. Let's see how he went. He even made credits on that in that 3.5 minute game. Excellent focus play. Excellent gameplay from the boys from Banff. And look, I'll tell you what, hell of a nice punch too. Every time I've gone out for beers with the Banff guys, there's a couple of ex-Banff guys in 1AR, always up for a good laugh and a few nice cold frothies. Now, After that Fast and Furious game, I'm going to slow things down a little bit. Here's that little funny, annoying little thing that you can never seem to hit because it's the size of a matchbox. It's ELC Even 90. Now, you may remember the ELC Even 90 from yours truly, doing a few reviews on the thing and running around with it when they let me have one to borrow. This is Pugsley from T-Rec Clan. Pugsley platooned up with his old mate the Professor from 1AR and Jock469. Anyone who's been following forums for as long as I have, you'll know who Jock469 is. They're platooned up, and the ELC Even 90, it's absolutely tiny, and that's fantastic because it makes it very, very hard to see and very, very hard to shoot. It's even if you do get spotted, the thing is tiny. And I was in a few games, and I would, at the start of a battle when I was reviewing this tank, I would do my best to try and park or drive next to or drive past something like a Mouse or a Mausian or a VK 100 A1P or a big Russian heavy tank, just because it looks, this tank is about the size of one wheel on the Mouse. Like, it's just it looks quite comical. It looks like that Wall, is it Wall-E, the movie, a kids movie? Anyway, he's soaking up the assisted damage. He's up to 890 assisted damage already. Let's talk a little bit about this tank. It's a tier 8 premium French auto-loading light tank. I was very tempted to buy one. 90mm gun, 220 damage, 175 penetration. It's very challenging with 175 penetration though, especially against tier 10s. 215 with APCR rounds. Now Pugsley's no dummy. He knows how to play light tanks. Is he on a mission? He might be. He needs to get 6,000 assisted damage and survive for the secondary condition. Now an IS-7 has just tracked him, and that IS-7 driver will not be happy at all. He will be like, you are joking. That's ridiculous. Now, while this, I think we're in a bit of a slow part of this game. This is the last video. This is the last video from patch 9.22 or 0.922. Of course, patch 1. I'm recording this on the 28th of March, the day after patch 1 has been released. Patch 1 is here. So from this one on, you'll only see patch 1 videos. I'm actually going to delete all of my old clients. I have kept all of my old clients just for the purpose of replays, but I think it's about time I cleared up some room on the old computer. Now they're down 3 zip, 890 assisted damage. Pugsley not really sure what to do here. The OHO of the Professor is back there trying to deal with the Object 268 version 4 as well as a FV4202. Jock469 in the ISM is well, he's back there as well looking after the artillery. But 03, what do you do? Looks like one of them just set the IS-7 on fire, and Pugsley trying to get some more assisted damage. He's going to wait for that gun to aim. No, he's not. He's going to switch to APCR rounds to try and chip away at that IS-7. If somebody spots the IS-7, he should be able to at least get a clip in for about 700 damage. It'll take him down to a much more manageable amount of health. So like I said, massive apologies to, like I said, 9.22, that's all over now, unless a miracle happens. I won't be doing any more 9.2 replays after this video, and there's massive thanks to everybody who's contributed during patch 9.0. Now that looks like the aim time is terrible, but it's because he's zoomed in so far. Zoomed in 25. He kills the IS-7 in the end. That's the first kill in this game as he waits for that French gun to reload. Looks like he's thinking about switching back to standard rounds because he's only got 9 APCR rounds left. 1-5 is the score. That's a little bit concerning, isn't it? It really is. But Pugsley from T-Rec, he knows what he's doing. He's just kicking back on this ridgeline, hoping that nobody can see him. I think that's the main thing. It does have a pretty good camouflage rating, this tank. Pretty good. Would be an understatement. I'm pretty sure it's the best camouflage rating in the world because it's the size of a matchbox. It really is. How they get 3 crew members in that tank, I do not know. It even sounds like a lawnmower. Somebody on the enemy team's capping. And again, his tracks eat the shot from a Scorpion G. Are you serious? And he's like, I'm not hanging around to find out if I can do it again. I am out of there. He spots the T95 all the way over there. The Scorpion G misses. Jock469 picks up the kill. Martin Kelly, the Grill 15, picks up a kill on the FE4-202. And all of a sudden, they're only down by 1. 5-7 on Malinovka. ELC Even 90, 1 kill to Pugsley. 1 kill, 96 damage. His damage, I think, might actually be a little bit more than that because I think he did 1 damaging shot into that IS-7. when it was not lit, of course, that damage counter is only accurate if enemy tanks are lit. So yes, once again, massive thanks to everybody who's contributed and sent me replays for patch 9.922. It's from here on in, it's going to be patch Water Tanks 1.0 all the way. And of course, if you're like me, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about the graphics and the new maps and all that kind of stuff. It looks absolutely fantastic, and it's very, very enjoyable to play as T-Rec Pugsley from T-Rec Clan. I nearly said T-Rec from Pugsley Clan. If he keeps playing like this, they'll probably rename the clan after him. Puts a shot into the T95, puts 2 shots in, puts 3 shots in for the kill. That's 2 kills. That's not bad. What do you do? Oh, I'm a tier 8 light tank, I'm in a tier 10 game. Don't whinge and complain. Carry the hell out of that. Now this Martin Kelly guy, I've seen him before. Clearly he knows what he's doing. He's in the grill. He's on 4 kills. Now Martin Kelly, if you're in Australia, you remember a TV show called Hey Dad. I do. I grew up watching it, and the guy who played Martin Kelly is actually, I believe, in jail now for doing some pretty horrible things. Maybe he's not in jail. Anyway, 8-7 is the score. That's not to say nothing against this Grill 15 driver. I have seen him around. A very good player. Maybe that's his real name, and if it is, I feel sorry for him, because the Martin Kelly that was on TV was a piece of garbage. Here comes Pugsley though on 2 kills, starting to unload in the T44-100. Nearly gets the kill, pulls back for the reload, cops a shot. That Scorpion G driver will be saying, finally, I can penetrate that little ELC, even 90. That was a big derp shell from, was it the object? No, it wasn't the object. It would have been the, maybe it was the object. GW Tiger might be up there, might be up on that hill. Let's find out. Pugsley from T-Rec Clan in the ELC even 90, up to 1,412 damage, nearly 3,000 assisted damage. This is the kind of stuff you can do. He finds a leopard. He's hoping that he can't be. He's hoping that he's still invisible, hoping that somebody else takes him down. Pugsley puts in the killing shot. I don't think his 6th sense even went off then, did it? I don't reckon he was lit. Take the kill though. 3 kills, 1,500 damage, nearly 4,000 assisted damage. What's his mission? Needs to do 6,000 assisted damage for his mission. He's already up to 4,000. This is the kind of matchmaking in a tier 8 game that could give you 6,000 assisted damage. Only 2,000 to go. What's left? GW Tiger, probably on about 500. Scorpion G, probably on about 500, because he has been spotted. The M40, another 500. The Stritz, 1,000. It's certainly possible, but I think he's going to need a lot of luck. It looks like he's going to be the only tank spotting these enemy tanks though. So if you look from that point of view, looking at where all of his teammates are, the Type 5 Heavy is all the way back there. Now we can't see how many hit points a Type 5 Heavy is. Jock's slowly coming up the hill, but I've been grinding that ISM. It is not the fastest tank in the world by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the Grill 15 on 74 hit points. He's having an excellent game himself. He's on 5 kills. He's hoping for a top gun, I'd say. He's slowly coming up the hill as well. Of course, the little lawnmower engine of the ELC even 90 can certainly come up here quicker than all the other ones. So if he lights up that Scorpion, which it looks like he has, well, there you go. There's 1,150. He'll be hoping for some damaging shots. Shoots and tracks a Scorpion G. Picks up a heap more assisted damage. Shoots him again. What's that assisted damage up to? What? Assisted damage 4,390. What was he on? He was on 4,000 a minute ago. He does get spotted, so he pulls back as he's reloading. 2,235 damage. Now, I don't think with this mission, I don't think the damage you do counts. I really don't. So, well, let's hope he does okay. Well, that's at mission 14. I thought that might have been a. Maybe the platoon mates can help with that. I'm not sure. I'm sure if he got a mission, he would have put that into the mission description. Now, he wants to come up, he wants to make sure he's got the vision on the Stritzwagen S1, because he wants to get up another 1,610 assisted damage, and the Stritzwagen is on 1,100, I reckon. He's on 1,100. He wants a Type 4 to put a big Japanese derp shell into that Stritzwagen, who's running away backwards. He shoots and ricochets, hoping for a tracking shot, I dare say. You might as well take another shot, me old mate, and go after him with a full clip. That didn't register, as that looks like the grill or the 704, that 1,000 odd hit points of damage didn't register as assisted damage. That would have got him up to 4.5. Of course, with 2 artilleries left, he's nearly loaded that clip. I very much doubt he's going to get that much out of look out, be careful, don't drown yourself. Yeah, that's a good idea, going for the M4 first. 2 shots into the M4. He's got 1 bullet left. He puts the shell into the GW Tiger. Get out of the way, because you know what friendly artillery like, they'll take that shot and probably kill you as they tend to do. Jock kills the GW, the grill. Not sure why. Not sure why Jock did that. Maybe he doesn't like him. Quite possibly he doesn't like him. I'm pretty sure it did used to be... Oh, look, I'm not even going to go down that track. Anyway, an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Pugsley from T-Rec. Spotter Medal, Bruiser. Fighter Medal, Fire for Effect. All-X Medal, Patrol Duty. It's a very, very good Ace Tanker, that's for sure. 3,049 damage. Got second highest on damage, apart from the grill. He fired 19 shots, 17 hit, 15 did damage. Over 100,000 credits, nearly 108,836 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. No boosters running in that one. But all that assisted damage that he did, where is he? 4,631. Of course, that doesn't cost you anything as far as ammunition goes. So you just get credits all day long. In a light tank, 10 minutes it went for. It seemed like a little bit longer. But a very, very good Ace Tanker from the old mate Pugsley from T-Rec Clan. Not sure what Jock was thinking. You know, look, I reckon he would have hoped for the Top Gun if he was in the grill. But maybe there's some water under the bridge with that Martin Kelly guy. Who knows? As we move on to our third game, before the voice absolutely dies, there's going to be 4 replays. This is my old mate Thaddeus from 1AR Clan, one of the nicest blokes you will ever hope to meet in the WZ131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. There's going to be 2 more, or 1 more after this light tank replays. Thaddeus loves his WZ131. Is he on a mission? He might be. 7,000 damage and assisted damage. Let's see how he does. He's on Fiery Salient. He's not stuffing around. He's going straight down here, possibly to try and spot this part of the map. Now, he's the only light tank in this game, so he might be criticised for coming this way, because you know, light tank's light sitting up here at E1 in that bush. Thaddeus does have binoculars there, so if he gets into a passive position, he will be able to spot out enemy tanks. Picks up some assisted damage, 450 assisted damage, as the M4A3 Easy 2 E2 kills the T34 at Tier 5. Of course, top tier in a light tank. As long as you don't throw your tank away, it can be absolutely fantastic. As Thaddeus moves up to this hill, looking for. Is he going to start shooting? He is. Puts a shot into the Oni. That's a top tier Japanese heavy tank. Of course, Thaddeus is in the Chinese top tier light tank. It's got an 85mm gun, 200 average damage, 159 penetration, 230 with heat rounds, which is premium, as he plays around on this hill on the eastern flank of Fiery Salient, looking for, is he going to be going for damage or spots? Looks like he might be going for damage. Pops a shot into the Panzer 4H at Tier 5, and this is when you see these low tier tanks, when you're a high tier light tank, you can look, your gun can be very, very handy. It's not going to be all about assisted damage like sometimes it is, like we saw in Pugsley's game in that Tier 10 battle. It was all about assisted damage for Pugsley, and he turned that into a very, very handy profit, as well as some excellent gameplay. Like, it didn't go up against the big heavy hitters. It just took opportunistic shots. Thaddeus lets the binos kick in. They're down by a tank. They're down 1-2 on Fiery Salient, and he's a very patient man, Thaddeus. I've known him for a long time. Very patient man. Doesn't do what I do and throw the tank away too quickly, which is I know that's one of my few faults, I guess you might say. 1-2's the score. He spotted some tanks up in the north, soaking up a little bit more assisted damage. KV2 there. Now, even though the KV2's a Tier 6, he doesn't want the KV2 to shoot him. Spots out the grill. The grill gets taken out by the M4A3E2. I'm tipping that's a Tier 6, is it? Tier 5 or 6 American medium tank? Tier 6 by the looks of it. Thaddeus holding his fire, just soaking up the assist. What's up there? KV2 and the IKV 103. Now the KV2's already taken some damage. The IKV maybe as well. Artillery looks like it was aiming that way. The score's 2-3. He's got a little bit of damage done. He's got nearly 1,000 assisted damage. What's the mission? 7,000. That's going to be challenging in this kind of makeup. So I think I'll just shut up about the mission because it's, you know, a tier 5 to 7 game. It's probably not very likely, but he's clearly enjoying WZ-131. I got the impression that the Chinese light tanks didn't get nerfed as much with the light tank changes a couple of patches ago, when Tier 10 lights were introduced, and a lot of the Tier 8 lights sort of went up to Tier 9, and there was a lot of changes. I got the impression that the Chinese tanks didn't really get nerfed as much as some of the other ones. That is looking towards OI, the AT2, and I think there's a KV2 there as well, just getting more and more assisted damage, showing great patience, up to 1,500 assisted damage, 358 damage done. Decides to start shooting, thinks he's double bushed, maybe he's not quite, something else might be spotting him. The T67, quite possibly the T67. As Thaddeus moves back, pardon me, looks like they've just about won this hill. We'll have a quick mouthful of coffee and hopefully the voice comes back. Not sure what the dog's barking at, but the more I think about it, the more I think it's not mine. Anyway, Thaddeus is on nearly full health. He's only lost 93 hit points. 6-5's the score, 358 damage done, 2,000 assisted damage. That's what it's all about. Looks towards the T67. He would have loved to kill that T67. Somebody else does though, and he picks up some more assisted damage. What's left over here? An OI on 439 hit points. That's going to take at least 2 shots, possibly 3 shots to kill the that OI. And of course, even though it's a Tier 6 with that derp gun, you can certainly do some damage into a light tank. So Thaddeus starts looking towards the TOG. I didn't see his 6th sense go off there. Now it goes off. So he must have been, that arty must have already been aimed that way. Waits for the gun to reload, looking at the TOG, thinking, rightio, I'm just going to farm a little bit of damage here, get my score up a little bit. Put another shot in. Takes the TOG down to 805 hit points. Doesn't look like he's spotted anymore, the old mate Thaddeus, because he might be spotted if he takes that shot though. Takes him down to 400 hit points. That brings his total damage up to 1,100. 2,500 assisted damage. Maybe he will get this mission. What was it? Total of 7,000. This is going to be interesting. I'll take the kill though. 8-5 the score now on Fiery Salient. 8-5. Thaddeus picks up his first kill. 1,368 damage done. 2,500 assisted damage. So that's close enough to 4,000. He's not that far off that total, as artillery clearly tries to continue to give Thaddeus the shits. In the WZ-132, the OI just fired. The OI just fired. Is that an excuse to YOLO him? Probably not. The PZ-4H gets taken out by the left 18B2. That's that annoying Tier 5 premium French bloody, that thing that never seems to stop shooting. Thaddeus running around in these bushes on the southeastern hill on Fiery Salient. Who's backing him up? The Churchill. But the Churchill's only down to 200 hit points. In fact, the Churchill gets taken out. Thaddeus shoots the OI, brings his damage up to 1,500. So that is a total of 4,000 all up. I doubt he's going to get 7,000 though, but he's still carrying the shit out of this one. 11-6. He knows he's going to win this one. 1,554 damage, 2,500 assisted. Looking at the Panzer 4H, auto aim will do. Puts one shot into the Panzer 4H, unlocks it. Who shoots him then? KV2 without the derp gun. There's an interesting proposition. That he shoots the KV2, takes him down to 200 hit points. One more shot. No, he gets taken out. Gets taken out by the KV2, not firing the derp gun. What is that guy thinking? No derp on the KV2. 2,500 assisted damage. Nearly 2,000 damage done. So that's 4.5 all up. Didn't get the mission, but he certainly did his job on that hill. Went YOLO in the end. He could have just continued to be patient and maybe got a little bit more out of that game, but I'm not trying to be critical. That was an excellent result from the old mate Thaddeus from 1AR clan in the WZ-131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. On Fiery Salient, a very, very nice map for that tank. Not only was that an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, he picked up his first mark. He's saying he did that in 46 games. That's not too bad at all, which means he's well ahead. If he's going to go for the 3 mark of Excellence Grind, getting his first mark after 46, if he continues to play like that, he'll certainly have half a chance to get his 3rd mark of excellence within 100 games. That's what you're aiming for. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage, Fire for effects, Scout, Patrol Duty. Carried the hell out of it. Nearly 2,000 damage, just the 1 kill, 1273 base experience. And shout out the T67, that would have all been. Oh, half of it was sniped. Who knows? He fired 17 shots. 12 hit, 11 did damage, and 34,500 credits after tax in that 7-minute game on Fiery Salient. Thaddeus from 1AR, a hell of a nice guy and an excellent tanker in the WZ132. Very, very good result there as we move on to our 4th and final replay. Now, this is not an extravaganza because the first game was a Clan Wars 1 and we're just sort of cleaning up our patch 9 2 replays. This is the Flying Elite. Flying Elite's, his link will be down below for YouTube. Flying Elite, he knows what he's doing from Pyro Clan. He's in the, what's it called? Rheinmetall Panzerwagen? Is that what you call this tank? Let's have a quick look on the website. Yeah, Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. That's exactly what it is. Rheinmetall Panzerwagen is a new, relatively new tank to the game. It's one of the first tier 10 light tanks. It's the German version, the one that comes after the RU series, the RU251. Flying Elite spots out the STA-1, doesn't manage to get a second shot into him, but pops 1 shell into him. And let's have a look at the gun. 105mm, 320 alpha damage, 242 penetration, that's with standard, 280 with heat rounds, and he's firing APCR, which is standard ammunition in the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. He's also running chocolate to maximise his view range, being a light tank, and of course his camouflage rating, rate of fire, aim time, all that kind of jazz. And he has mentioned it to me in the past. He says he always runs food in light tanks. That's his thing. And I tried doing it when I was testing the ELC Even 90 that we saw Pugsley running around in, and even though that's probably generally regarded as a tank that's not a really good performer, being an autoloader, obviously it's going to benefit from food as well. And when I've done it on the test server with high tier light tanks, it certainly does help running food instead of a fire extinguisher, as long as, and like you just saw Flying Elite there, he spotted that Scorpion G. As soon as that Scorpion G came into that circle, and I'm sure he's got a good crew in this tank, but as soon as that Scorpion G was inside this view range circle, he was lit. Now it tells me the Scorpion G probably doesn't have an excellent crew in it, or a camo net, or camouflage skills, but however, the fact that Flying Elite spotted that tank as soon as it entered the inner circle on the minimap tells me that not only the Flying Elite has good crew in it, he also has that food is obviously going to help your view range as well. Anyway, back to the game. Not too much happening straight away. He's trying to shoot the T-25 Pilot 1. Starting to get a little bit frustrated. Switches to the premium round. Somebody tapping him, waiting for that gun to load, looking for the commander's hatch on the pilot. Gets it, brings his damage up to 1,210 hit points. He's just warming up. Shoots and misses the STA. That would have been a kill. I don't know why he missed that shot, but looks like everybody else is trying to shoot the STA. The AMX 13105 gets taken out on the enemy team. Tier 10 French auto-loading light tank. And still down by a tank, 1-2. Only one enemy tank's been killed, and that's the AMX 13105. Flying Elite moving forward. He's going to try and spot, flank these tanks, help the Batchat 12T. Auto aims on that T-25 pilot. Shoots and kills. Strichwagen gets killed. Auto aims on the STA-1. That gets taken out by that the baby Batchat, the Batchat 12T. Tier 8 French auto-loading light tank. Flying Elite from Pyro. 3-4 is the score. He needs to carry this 3-5 now. Needs to carry this a little bit more. He continues to run around the eastern side of this map. 3-5, 1249 damage done. 1 kill. Pops the shell into the 1390. There's lots of tanks here, so he's going to have to be a little bit careful. He's got most of his health up his sleeve, but he doesn't want to throw that away. Not too early anyways. He looks towards the 1390. Just popping over that ridge. I reckon is he going to take the blind shot? No, he's not. 4-5 is the score on Arctic Region. This is another map that's got some fucking awesome changes in patch 1.0. It's not even called patch 1.0, is it? World of Tanks 1.0. That's what they're calling it. Here we go. The score's 4-5. Flying Elite, 1,560 damage, 668 assisted damage. Running around looking for. He was pretty excited when he sent me. He said, "This finally got my first good game in this bloody thing." I'm not sure if he's going to try and 3-mark it or if he's going to continue to run around in this tank. He finds the Scorpion, doesn't quite land the shot. He's got high explosive loaded, pulls right back. T-57 Heavy choosing not to give way. Flying Elite resets his battle buddy there. Not sure if you're allowed to do that, but every now and then, I guess it doesn't matter. But it was a bit of a dick move by the T-57. It wasn't a bit of a dick move. It was a dick move by the T-57. Let him pass. Don't block him. Artillery looks like they're aiming for the E-75 down in the south. Flying Elite still with HE loaded, gets 398 damage into the Scorpion G's turret. That's not too bad at all. 420 is your average if it penetrates with HE, 320 if it's not. So well worth firing HE on that occasion. It's not something I generally do. AMX 1390 gets taken out by the Flying Elite. That's his second kill. And the Stritzwagen 103B getting very, very brave. And Flying Elite, all he wants to do is keep that bad boy tracked. Keep him tracked and farm damage on it. Looks like he's trying to repair his tracks, but trying to get out of siege mode, maybe. Or maybe he's just given up. Puts another shell into him, takes him down to a one-shot. The Object 257 picks up that kill. The FV4 005 picks up the kill in WZ115A. And here comes the Object 430. That's a tier 9 Russian medium tank. The Object 430 used to be a tier 10. They've shuffled that line around a little bit, made some changes, and from all accounts, the Object 430U, the new tier 10 medium tank, is a very, very good tank indeed. Flying Elite's only got 2 standard rounds left. Don't tell me we're going to see him firing some premium rounds. You're joking. Looks like he might be going down to help in the south. Good map awareness. Looking around there, seeing that the south needs a bit of help. Auto aims on the WZ, puts the shell into him before the FV4 005 confirms that kill. 10-6 is the score. He doesn't want to die. He wants to get some more damage. Auto aims on the 430, shoots and misses. The Panzer Kampfwagen, to me, looks like it should have the most accurate gun in the world. Unfortunately, it doesn't. And I think if they made the gun super accurate, maybe that'll be enough to make it a little bit more appealing. Flying Elite shoots and tracks the T-28. Doesn't penetrate though. Does he get any assisted damage for that? No, he doesn't. But he will get the kill. That's his third kill on Arctic Region. 12-6 the score. 4,229 damage. 2,000 assisted damage. Looking. There, cops a shot from the Object 430. There's a Conqueror over there in a very interesting position. That Conqueror waits for the gun to reload, decides he's not going to trade with the Object 430 unless the Object 430 comes down. Pershing, on the other hand, might have different ideas. Flying Elite, there you go, it looks like the 430 just fired. Get out of the way, Pershing, I want to shoot him. He does, he shoots him, sets him on fire, kills him. Hacks confirmed. That's what people are going to say. 13-7 is the score, 273 mid points remaining. Pops a shell into the Conqueror in a very interesting place. I don't have the Conqueror anymore, but I can honestly say I have never sat my Conqueror in that position. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. The 705 goes down to the RU251, the RU Sirius, and that, my friend, is a win. Not only a win, but an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate, the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan. Bruiser Medal, Spotter, Arsonist for setting on fire the Object 430, I think it was, towards the end. Duelist, Fighter, Fire for effects. Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. Finally, a good game in this tank. That's what he's called this one. The FE had a good game too with nearly 6,000 damage. 4,935 damage to the Flying Elite from Pyro. 4 kills, 1285 base experience. Didn't get the, I wouldn't have got the high caliber, I don't think anyway, because the FE would have got that little bit of a battle buddy reset on the T-57 Heavy, who, to be fair, didn't have a very good game at all. 2,071 assisted damage, 28 shots fired, 23 hit, 18 went through, and even he says that he didn't really like this tank. All right, I reckon it should be super accurate. That's what I reckon should be its thing. You know, like it's, you know, the Russian one's like a little pancake. The French has got the auto loader and probably good camo and view range. The American one's got the derp if you want it, or you can play it like a normal tank. I reckon the German one should just be super accurate, because I don't think the camo values of the Rheinmetall Panzerwagon are fantastic. But I could be wrong. Please let me know if I am. I only lost a few credits that game. He did have to fire some premium rounds. Didn't have to pay for the food, though. Probably bought it when it was on sale, like I do. And he did have to fire some premium rounds. It cost him a little bit, but not a bad ace at all in the Rheinmetall Panzerwagon, the Tier 10 German light tank. I think it's the first time I've featured that tank on this channel. Massive thanks to everybody who's sent me replays. Not just today, the Flying Elite and Bolognese, their links will be down below. Bamf, well done on the Clan Wars victory against Havoc and my old mate Thaddeus in the Chinese WZ131. Links down below for Flying Elite and Bolognese stuff down there, Twitch and YouTube. Well done to everybody who sent me replays in patch 922. Of course, today's video will be it for 922 replays, and I will very, very likely be deleting all my old clients off this hard drive, which is starting to struggle, and looking forward to patch 1. Or just World of Tanks 1.0. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.